What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Extra Digest podcast. My name is Nyaassh. Of course, we get to digest a bit extra on what we think is going to be happening this season. We're still warming up to the new season when I say the Arsenal, we're going to be winning the league. And of course, with me, I got a man who's actually supporting the outgoing champions.
The reigning champions.
More outgoing than reigning. I'm talking Manchester City. Man like Gifts.
What up, man? How you doing?
What, bro?
Good to have me, Bana.
Hold on. Let me just give you some applause.
Thank you so much. Guys, let me tell you, someone has to do the hard work.
Yeah.
Let me take the credit for it, man.
Welcome back. You know, we had actually shot an episode last year.
We did.
Last season, rather.
Last season.
And alafu some technical hitches, it just went down the
Man,
drain.
that was the best episode yet to be released.
I know, right?
Man, but we're going to do it again, bigger and better.
Yeah, bigger and better for sure. So, I want to know, first of all, by the way, why do you sympathize guys who are financial fraudsters, bruv?
Come on. We have the best deal so far in the season, as of now. So we've sold Julian Alvarez to Atletico. I think it's £94 million. We bought him for around maybe £14 million. I don't know fraudsters. I know good math. And that is good business.
That's one deal.
That is good business. That's such a pace.
So does that make it now 114 then, not 115?
No. Well, the day comes and we'll have our day in court. And we shall prove ourselves innocent.
They've actually moved the date a bit forward now so that we can see you guys going down the drain.
And we welcome it.
Yeah.
You're trying to oppress us. Let's get over and done with.
I know you guys
Let us cement our place as the reigning champions.
I know you guys have very good lawyers because you pay top dollar.
Amazing.
But this time round, bro, I think next season we might not be in the Premier League.
You never know, man. It may be a renewed episode of Suits and Harvey Specter.
Oh, really?
You never know.
And Man City are going to be the thick of action.
The Duchess of... what do you call it? Of Prince Harry's wife, Meghan Markle. You know, she's already brought to England. So maybe there's another person who's coming to join a team that you never know what's going to happen, man.
Yeah. Confident as much. We shall be seeing what she'll be saying once the jury is out. Because once the jury is out, I think you'll be there. But no,
let's go. Let's get it, man.
All right. So how have you liked the preseason for Manchester City?
Man, it's been crazy for us guys. So it's specific reasons. One, remember we're having the Euros happening.
Yes.
So
you're supporting which team? England,
yes. So June, July, I think 14th to 14th.
Yes.
And so my team, England, made it to the finals. Unfortunately, second time, maybe third time is going to be a charm.
Maybe if you get the third time. Wait, I think Saka will help you get the third time.
But remember now, we have a lot of players who play for the English squad.
Yeah.
So looking at Phil Foden, looking at John Stones, you're looking at Kyle Walker, you're looking at people like even our captain, De Bruyne, who was... Yes. But given an extended break. Given an extended break by Pep. To just get some break, get some sunshine, get the systems in place. Hopefully they'll be able to come back in good and stronger teams.
Yeah.
So we've not had the best pre-season. I think we lost to AC Milan, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you lost to Milan. You lost to Celtic.
We lost to Celtic as well.
Yeah.
We played good against Chelsea.
I mean, it's Chelsea.
Yeah, it's Chelsea.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think it was good preparations. Hoping to have a good start to the season.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why are guys like Phil Foden and Kyle Walker taking all that long and they're dropping stinkers?
Well, they play great for club.
Yes.
Not for country.
Why is that?
I don't know, man. It's just like a theory that you have to deal with. You can't get the best of both worlds. God can give you the best. Look at people like David Beckham, man. Amazing guy, worst voice. So you can get the best of everything, man.
All right. I would have thrown in names like likes of Henry, but I don't want to put them in that pedestal.
He's balding. Everyone has a problem, man. Everyone has a defect somewhere.
Sure enough. All right. So like you said, you've lost to Celtic. You've lost to who else?
Milan. Yes.
How does that make you feel going to the new season? Because I don't think in previous preseasons,
not really. But we do it as a showmanship sort of game. So most people know that we do the element of looking at the different leagues when it comes to now converging. So you look at the MLS, where the American sports are placed, and a lot of people who actually now come to the games just to have the showmanship of European sports. So you look at someone like, you look at a team such as Man City, Arsenal, United always go down to America just to give us showmanship sort of game.
Yeah.
It's not a serious sort of thing. It's not a derby.
Yeah.
But it's just to bring sports and football culture to America, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't take preseason as a big indicator of how the season is going to go.
Yeah. Just getting the players warmed up.
It's getting the players warmed up. It's good training. It's ensuring that one also... people such as Haaland was captain for the team.
Yeah.
To see how he's going to perform if he was given such a leadership position.
Yeah.
You look at people like Kevin De Bruyne, who didn't make it for this preseason. Last season, he did a bit of preseason. Got an injury.
Yes.
And had to take a couple of months out, right? So maybe it's a good thing that actually has taken some time to rest.
Yeah.
Next season,
because he's aging, all right?
He is. I think he's 33.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah. So this is getting to now the almost dipping years of his prime. So we have to come more as much as possible as we.
Yeah,
as we
twilight
can.
stages.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. All right. So that's Manchester City.
Yeah. How's the preseason for you?
It's been a bit okay.
Uh-huh.
And when you say about showmanship in America, but they just hit me. Tulikuwa tunacheza hadi penalties.
Kabisa.
Like tumecheza 90 minutes, we have beaten Manchester United fair and square.
Uh-huh.
Alafu ati tucheze penalties. I'm like, what is this?
But it's all for display. You know, America is all about show business, right?
Yeah.
So ensuring that we get people like David Beckham who really capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And so looking at it maybe in the future, want to get more resources from America,
Yeah.
but also more viewership. It's
Yeah.
a win-win for the Premier
For the
League,
teams, the Premier League. Just like how they had taken Peter Drury and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he came back after a year.
Yeah, he couldn't stay
He
there for
couldn't do
long.
that nonsense, man. Yeah.
All right, so we've been all right ourselves. We played against Bournemouth, drew 1-1. Played against Man United, beat them. Not news at all. We used to beating those guys. We played against Liverpool. They beat us.
Yes.
2-1. I think we played 3 games, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Then we have come back to England, of course. We've played 2 games, beaten Leverkusen for fun. Beaten Olympique Lyonnais as well. So I can't say we're looking sharp, to be honest. We're looking sharp.
What did you think about the invisible derby, as they called it? You against Leverkusen.
Yeah, that one. You know, I was a bit perplexed by how good we were.
you?
I thought like Leverkusen were
Then
not
4-1 or 4-2?
4-1.
4-1, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It got me feeling like I actually don't think Leverkusen are ready for the season.
Yeah. Do you think last season was a fluke for them?
Not really.
Okay.
But just how we beat them, I just felt like I expected some more, I don't know, resistance or something. 'Cause, okay, we played well, but slapping them 4.
Yeah.
These are guys who were unbeatable last season. I think they only lost 1 game.
Correct.
You let final Olympico and Atalanta.
Yes.
So yeah, of course you get confidence with that, but it just got me feeling like, I don't know, man. These guys, I don't think they are ready. So I don't want to get overexcited about it.
Yeah.
But it gives me some confidence as well.
I hear you on that one, man.
Yeah, but you're playing well. Our guys are looking sharp. Saliba came back. He scored last Sunday.
Yes.
Against Olympique Lyonnais, Gabriel Magalhaes scored. Still set piece FC. The Arsenal.
Gotta say it, man. Saliba was by far last season's defender of the season. For
Hands
sure.
down.
Hands down. And it even showed during the Euros, man.
Yeah, he did the
He
same.
had such a strong defensive force.
Yeah.
Pushed France to the best of his ability.
Yeah.
And I mean, this season is just a lot of promise for him.
I think so, man. I actually think like France, the best thing for them was the defense because they're not scoring much goals.
Yes.
So Mawa nil, you
Do
Mawa
you think the
one.
outcome would have been different if Mbappe's nose wasn't broken?
That's a big ask.
Yeah,
Because even when he played against, is it Spain?
Yeah. Was it got out where? Was it semis or?
Yeah, they got knocked out in the semis.
The semis?
Yeah, he got knocked
Okay.
out in the semis.
Uh-huh.
Mbappe didn't play that badly. Okay, he had an assist. I think his one was Dembele because we scored fast. But after that, there's a stinker, not a sister. There's like a proper chance when when he's running 1-on-1 against a defender, you're like, this is the best time you want to see Mbappe performing.
Correct.
And then he fluffed it. It was a goddamn conversion in rugby.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off. And I felt like it's that point in time where you score and you get yourself back into the game and you have actually some minutes to go, then you can kill it off. Because Spain they can concede the last minutes. Like how Germany did against them.
Correct.
To take them to the extra time. So Mbappe, I don't know. I don't feel like I was really convinced by his performances overall, regardless of if the nose was gone or not. I mean, the mutant ninja turtle had to come out, but I still don't think he was a badass. So I felt like France's best prospect was their defense, unlike anything else, and that just gave me a lot of confidence as an Arsenal fan because I know the heart of it is not Upamecano, bro.
Sure.
It's goddamn Saliba. So yeah.
And you look at a couple of Arsenal players, how they performed during the Euros. So you look at someone like Declan Rice.
Yeah.
He came in tight for
he was.
England at that time.
Yeah.
Saka did quite marvelous as well.
Yeah. I think he performed well.
Fortunately, he scored his penalties when he needed to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a different story.
Bro.
You know that for a fact.
Yeah.
You look at people like, who else? Martinelli. Did Martinelli play in the Copa America?
He did, but not that, Brazil overall as a team was just shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Raya. How can you not talk about Raya, man?
I mean, he's a Euro winner, but he just played one game, I think, against Georgia.
Yeah, but I mean...
But he's a Euro winner. He has
he
a medal.
did quite well. The one game he did quite impressively well.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, like we talked about earlier, man, he's been signed onto the team now for sure.
Yeah, he's fully
so
permanent
we can actually
now.
plan with him. You can actually plan with him
for
in
the
mind.
long term.
Yeah.
There was that. There was Calafiori. With the one guy who you have signed.
Oh.
That I can tell you. That next Maldini, bro.
Now, you see how we're talking about how Foden for Man City here.
Yeah.
Foden for England is here.
Yeah.
Kukurea.
Yes.
Chelsea's here.
Yeah. National team.
What is going on?
I don't get it. But I was looking actually at it in the last couple of games before the end of the season. Kukurea was starting to his stock was starting to rise as he was
Game
performing
coming
better.
up, yeah? Okay.
Hey, but the majority of the season, shit,
You're like, what is going on with this guy, man?
terrible.
He's just like a bimbo with his hair.
Yeah, and I'm like, I hope now once he comes back to Chelsea, he's gonna restore factory settings. Go back to the Mark Kukurea we know of dropping stinkers and whatnot. So
We know him, yeah.
I mean, it's nice. It's quite interesting to see something like that. I mean,
Correct.
Kukurea was really really good for Spain.
Correct.
And he would not have made it for Spain if a dude called Balde was injured. Was not
I
injured.
didn't know that part.
There's
Yes, I know Balde.
Yeah, for Barcelona.
Yes.
If that dude was not injured, I don't think Kukurea makes it to the squad.
And it was so interesting because this is one of the first. This is Spain rebuilding.
Yes, they are.
Because the dynamic Spain that we knew from back in the day, 2010 World Cup winners,
Yeah.
had Xavi, Iniesta.
Yeah.
But you're looking at youngsters such as Jamal, actually living up to the hype of it, right? Pedri doing what he needed to do.
Even
Morata actually just living up to the hype, man.
Yeah,
Being a
crazy,
captain, man.
crazy.
Finally winning something.
Yeah.
And you can see he actually contributed to it, man.
Yeah. That dude, if he was doing long distance trade, I think he would have been a KO.
For
made
sure.
big alarm.
That guy has
He's
been
been at
traded,
Chelsea,
man.
Madrid, Juventus,
Juventus,
Atletico.
Atletico.
Sasa ameenda Milan.
Manze,
Dude.
what's going on with this guy,
He's a
man?
fucking nomad, that one.
Now, let me tell you, we know the drug trade when we see it.
Yeah.
Call it what it is.
Na watu wanasemanga he has been used in money laundering.
That's what we believe.
Yeah.
Don't trust the rumors, but hey.
It is what it is. So, as Arsenal, we've been looking good. I can't lie. I like our defense. It's been marshaled up now. Midfield, well, we could do something. We have sold Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe has one job to do on Friday. That is take down Manchester United.
Fulham's beloved.
Yes.
And I saw he scored in his first goal, in his first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 goals, 2 games.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I mean,
on
you
a
can
good
make it
run,
3-3.
Could it be a Haaland kind of thing?
Oh, maybe not, but I mean,
Is he playing number 10 still?
I think he has to play as that position.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's his best strength, and you could not
But
guarantee
how do you
game
feel?
time.
Smith-Rowe came from the academy.
Yeah, man.
Right? How do you feel now that someone like that has actually left the...
Kind of sucks. It's the one thing I hated about Smith-Rowe leaving. I like the guy, personally, because even when we are starting to get ourselves back from the doldrums we were in after Unai Emery and Ateta came in 2021, when we started getting back, he was one of the guys who was best performers. Him alongside Saka, they are the best performers for Arsenal. In fact, I think 2021, 2022 was our top scorer. Imagine that. Now he's leaving. I mean, he has already left. So it's some bittersweet thing because one, at least he will get game time. I mean, you want such a guy to be playing.
Correct.
At Arsenal, he will play, but not as consistently as he wants. And he needs that because he's like 24 now. I think at 24, Buddha unafaa kuona anacheza like every day.
You know, you need a little bit at the verge of your prime.
Yes.
For sure. Because you look at people like Phil Foden, around the same age, right?
Yeah.
Literally player of the season last season for us guys. I think for England as well.
Yeah.
And I think Smith-Rowe just had a very crappy season, to be honest. I think they should give him an opportunity, but also Fulham can be a good comeback story for him.
Yes.
Because one, Fulham don't have the pressure of actually just, he can be a starting regular there without literally fighting for his position too much. So, number two, the pressure performance at such a high level is not taken away from him.
Yeah.
And thirdly, I think with the opportunity to rebuild and get into maybe an opportunity to get his confidence back in place.
Yeah.
Who knows? He could come back in the future.
Yeah, because he wants to play for England, you know.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's his dream. So he's not going to get that if he stays at Arsenal.
Ooh, can you even talk a bit about the English players who are dropped for the Euros, man? Jack really didn't make the cut, man.
Jack was crap, wasn't he?
I mean,
what was wrong with Jack though? For that season, he
had a bit of injuries.
Yeah,
he had a bit of injuries last season. I remember Doku got a bit more game time.
Yes.
Jeremy Doku.
Yeah.
Did also quite well for Belgium while he could. But it was so funny how Gareth Southgate was defensive and saying, Calvin Phillips is not here. My guy, can't even play for us guys. I love the guy, respect the guy.
Yeah.
He's back to the squad. He's being eyed by Everton, Ipswich, and I think one more club. But dude, what does this guy say that no one else is saying, man?
He's Southgate anyway, at least a shot talker. But I used to love it when he was there.
He fell on his sword.
Yeah, he did.
He fell on his sword, man.
He did.
He said, he became Moses. I've seen the promised land, but I will not get there.
I cannot deliver you guys.
I will not get you there.
But there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
For sure.
Saka and Nani will be delivered by it. But yeah, I don't know, man. He still was the reason why Ben White is not featuring for England.
Correct.
So
and he refused categorically,
Yeah. He was adamant with Maguire.
Yeah.
Why?
Maguire's game has improved, but if you look comparison season to season, Benoit has had a far better season in the last 2 years.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I actually feel last season he was the best right back in the
He
Premier
was. He
League,
did. Well,
yeah, he was.
there's a certain gentleman in Manchester called Kyle.
Nah, hell no, bro.
Who led us to victory
Hell
for
no.
a fourth time.
Hell no.
I'm just saying. Let me just put his name up there in the ring.
Come on, man. Like,
Let me just drop his name in the heart, man. A bit of a ruffle.
dude had the most goals as a defender, I think.
Correct.
He had most clean sheets. Of course, he was part of the defense
Yes.
line that had the most clean sheets. What else do you need? That makes
And he
him
really
outright.
came in clutch on a couple of games.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did.
Yes, I
So,
remember that part of it.
ultimately, I think he was just the best.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
back.
he did quite well for his positioning and actually earned the stripes.
Yeah.
And of course, Benoit is a very cool guy.
Yeah.
So no showmanship on the
None.
sports.
Yeah.
No drama on the side. He's not the flashiest kind of guy.
No,
he's
he's
a guy
not.
for like you come, you do your job, you deliver, you go home. And that's
Dude
what I
says
like
he
about
doesn't
the guy.
even watch football.
Man.
How
in
is that,
fact,
though?
I found out his full name is Benjamin. What the hell?
Benji. He's Benji.
And then asked Bala, why
Yeah.
Benjamin says, because it's my name.
Yeah. I like it, Benji, because I was telling you off screen
Yeah.
or off, camera that I'm watching back Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Now gonna Uncle Benji. So now when I Benji, I'm like, Benjamin White.
A good chap,
It just
a good
makes me
chap.
feel nice. So I was like, Smith Rowe, I feel terrible for him.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad he's leaving because I'm an Arsenal fan and he's been one of our products.
Yes.
We definitely don't want to see that leaving. But as a footballer, he has to play. So you just wish him all the best now.
Yeah.
So maybe at a flourish, Huko, you never know.
You never know, man. A great
Yeah.
thing that, let me just touch on, because we're still talking about the summer and the break.
Yeah.
The Olympic Games happened.
Oh, yes.
And Thierry Henry was coach. I think Lacazette was his assistant, if I'm not wrong.
Was his captain.
His captain.
Yes.
And they made it to the finals.
Yes, they did.
And you remember, at the very beginning, he tried to get some guys to come on board.
Yes.
Because after the Euros. And guys, it's not as lucrative, not as attractive.
No, it's not.
For the Olympic Games, it's an athlete-based sort of
Yes.
approach.
Yeah.
So if you do this kind of sports, such as football, we have the World Cup, and we have all these other things that become more prestigious to us, right?
Yeah.
But good job to Henry for making it to the finals. I
Yeah.
mean, unfortunately, they lost to Spain.
Yeah.
But the guy called Mateta from Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Palace Apachini,
Bro,
national. That guy came in clutch.
you know what? Actually, for Palace is not actually poor.
Well, not the best, but I think he played like 80 starts, if I was not wrong, and scored like 11 goals. He's a striker, my guy.
Yeah. No, I think like since they hired a new coach,
Yeah.
Oliver Glasner,
He's been
I don't think he's been one of the highest scoring guys in the Premier League. Yeah. And they went all the way to finishing 10th.
well, they did well.
They did well. So-
Attribute to Roy Hodgson.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel like he's maybe one of the guys to watch out for because of how he finished the season off.
Correct.
I mean, the form kiasi at the Olympics. So, dude is sharp.
Correct. That's mentality
Super
that's
sharp.
really picking up.
Yeah. Michael Olise, well,
Oh,
everyone has
man.
left. Yeah, man.
Yeah. But I mean, did well for himself. Dude, company being at first, company just.
First, how did you even forget that?
Dude, first of all, let's just start with company went to Burnley
Yes.
and made it from the championship to premiership. Well done.
Fantastic.
They didn't make the cut to stay in the premiership, went
No.
back to relegation. I'm like, okay, guys, no wahala,
Yeah.
come rebuild. All of us say the same thing. Eh?
Yes.
We go, reject, come back.
Yes. Dude is.
The league we start hearing has been shortlisted for Champions League, you're like, not for Champions League, for Bayern Munich. you're
Yeah.
like, nah, and those things for
No
like,
way.
you know those things for the flower girls.
Yeah.
Zilikisha to the main guys.
Yeah.
You said there's a wide selection.
Yes.
You know how we say Bana?
Yeah.
We had Aisha Juma. We said Joe is the best from Costo. I'm like, this is the best.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
But a guy,
Yeah.
I knew for a fact, there's no way he's just being toyed with the idea. And
Walai. Then he
he's been
actually,
shortlisted. Then he was given the job. You're like, what?
from going down with Burnley to coaching Bayern.
Bayern,
Bro.
which is of course, had a trouble season last season. Of course, didn't
much.
make it as much.
Yeah.
But dude, Bayern is on the verge of rebuilding. Is company the guy for it?
I don't know. Like I was talking to someone else and they were telling me like the politics at Bayern is just insane.
Yeah.
I mean, they fired Nagelsmann because he used to come to coach with a skateboard. What is that? Dude is performing on the pitch, but just because that we don't like how you come to training in a skateboard.
Yeah. It's also reasons for Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Come on a skateboard. For that reason, I'm out.
Hey, man.
I'm out, man.
Come on now. But they hired him. So I'm like, do they want to see like, do they think like maybe this guy, if he has the resources, because people are always talking about that, if you have the resources at Burnley, maybe you would have done better.
No, maybe he's a Pep in the making, eh? Because the argument against Pep has always been you play with top clubs
Yeah.
with resources
Yeah.
and financial muscle to back it up.
Yeah.
If given a mid-table team, at the very least, what could you do with it, right?
Yeah.
You look at what Company did at Burnley. For the championship, amazing. For the Premiership, he really struggled.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think he got more than 2 wins or 3 wins. I'm not sure. I had to check the numbers. Company with Burnley. I don't think
I
I think maybe 2
a
or
lot
3.
of else.
Yeah. Luckily, just got a few draws and that sort of things.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that becomes very important for him is he's always had a philosophy from Pep in terms of given a team, given the right resources, he can actually do something.
Yeah.
And his first buy, Olise.
Michael Olise. How many Michel Olise? 50 million. But I think like if he does not perform there, dude, I don't think atafika deck.
But you look at it, he has resources behind him. So Muller is still in the team.
He's old.
Of course, you have Harry Kane.
Yes.
Talisman. You have Leroy Sané. Kingsley Coman.
He might leave.
Kimmich is still there.
Kimmich is there.
You have the keeper, what do you call him, Neuer?
Manuel.
You have, who left? Martiala left. No, he's there. Who left? Not Alonso.
Matthias de Ligt?
No. Alfonso Davies has left. Is he left?
No, not yet.
No, he's not left, right?
Yeah, he's not left.
Yeah, Alfonso is still there.
Yeah.
So you still have a good team to work with and build with.
Yeah.
And the challenge is, of course, the Bundesliga is not as competitive
Yeah.
as any other league, or at least APL.
Yeah.
So his biggest challenge will always be either with a local domestic cup or with the Champions League. That's the truest test of the pudding.
Yeah.
Because in La Liga, they were number 2. So literally, you have not La Liga in Bundesliga. So you have 3 main contenders as of last season. So you have Dortmund, you have Bayern, of course, reigning champions Leverkusen.
Yes.
Leverkusen are going to go for a repeat for sure. I'm not too sure how lucky Alonso would be. You look at someone like Dortmund who made it all the way to Champions League final.
Yep.
Looking at making a
strengthened
point
as well.
They're going to make it a point.
Yeah.
And you look at now Bayern, and the competition is going to be there internally. I think I'll gauge success on 2 things for my good friend and former Captain Fantastic. 3 things. Number 1, he has to make it to at least the semis.
For the Champions League?
Champions League.
Bro.
Number 1. Without a doubt, he has to win the domestic cup.
No, league.
Cup first.
Okay, cup.
He has
Cup
to
ya
win.
hukuja kwanza ama hukuja baadaye? No, league hukuja kwanza.
League kunja kwanza.
Then the AFA is after.
And number 2, without a shadow of doubt, he must win either Bundesliga or be just an arrow miss of. You know, like how we pretended, I think, by 2 points last season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something
it can be
like
such
that.
a wide margin like that one.
Anything
For
less
a
than
first
that.
season.
Yeah.
Anything less than that is failure for me.
Because I feel like Nani, they are so used to winning the Bundesliga, they kind of feel entitled to it.
Correct.
Like, this is ours.
Correct.
If you don't have it, it's a problem.
Correct.
So the biggest task for him has to winning it back. I feel like that has to be like the bare minimum. Anything else beyond that is like a bonus. Maybe winning the DFB Pokal or the Carabao Cup. I don't know what they call it. And now maybe those things of Champions League, getting to the semis and stuff.
Correct.
Has to be the bare minimum. Bare minimum has to be winning the league. Get it back from Leverkusen. Because it's so embarrassing for them. But then again, these baggers have won it for, is it 11 out of 12 years? Pana kuachilia moja
I think
ndio.
the most unlucky guy was it Macorois? Who missed it. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Bana. But you see, like for Borussia,
Yeah.
I think last season but one, they lost it on the last day.
Correct.
And all they had to do was win. And I think they were playing at home. Bana, what else would you need after
Life,
that?
man.
Aye.
You can't script this thing, man.
Yeah, you cannot.
You cannot script it, man.
So do you think Nani to survive?
Who?
Company?
I think he'll give him time. He'll roll us until the end of the season.
But like this season? I don't think he will.
Because you know the funny thing is, look at someone like Tuchel, right? Tuchel was given time. Of course, there were beef at some point, but he's given time to finish till the end of season.
Yeah.
I think Bayern have proven themselves, as of now, to be a bit honourable, and really, it's also the first season, right? So they took a big gamble on him. You might as well just wait it out to see how it's going to end, because you never know. Like you said, the requirements are going to be high, but the first season will have some hit and misses. Hopefully by the end of the season he'll be able to gauge and say we've done something which is significant.
We can
Let's
stick
give
with
him
this guy.
another contract, right?
I just have one message for the Bavarian fans.
Yeah.
You might have to adopt something we as Arsenal fans have adopted for the last 4 years. It's called trusting the process. Not only, do you trust the process? This, trust the
What
process
is
that.
trust the process, man?
Yo, bro, you have to trust the process.
Trust the pep, man.
Yeah, otherwise, it might just go down as Arteta being the best student to come out of Pep
And I mean,
University.
just now that you've talked about it, man, there's always been the jeopardy of having a new coach, right? And Mourinho talked about it extensively in an interview that I watched. And he talked about you need to trust your coach. Even if you're having a bad season, it could be a bad season right now, but it could be the catapult for the next season.
Yeah.
And you look at top clubs such as United, when they had Sir Alex,
Yeah.
they didn't start with a winning sort of streak.
No.
They didn't.
Yeah, in fact, he was on the verge of getting sacked.
Correct.
Like the fans were baying
Correct.
for that,
I think United would have done great at Arsenal given more time. My thoughts.
Yeah.
Look at someone like Pep Guardiola. He didn't win in his first season. He didn't win his first season. He didn't win the league.
16-17.
16-17. He
Finished
didn't win.
that,
Chelsea won, right?
Yeah.
And you look at it, and given the time and the opportunity, he actually did build his team. Enforced his formula, brought his own culture that actually enabled us to get certain things.
Yeah.
And we reached the promised land in 2022, 2023, getting the Champions League final and actually doing it.
Yeah.
So I feel a lot of teams in Europe, the problem is, of course, like we said, there's an element of you feel showmanship has to be there. You have the opportunity for the fans not to be able to trust you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when it comes to just having a proper coach, I think maybe at least maybe 3 or 4 seasons at the very minimum to gauge.
Yeah.
Because you could have had a bad start or had a good start,
Yeah.
and your
Then
next season is
falter,
not,
yeah.
you have time to rebuild.
Yeah.
But now when you look back and you say you're going through like a bad stint, we have to
Yeah.
cut you off, that makes sense to anyone.
I feel like you are talking directly to Manchester United fans. So, like Manchester United fans, I hope you have listened to what you
Trust
said.
your ball-headed Dutchman.
Absolutely. Give yourself like 4 years before you start contending for the league. That's that's more like it.
Yeah.
I personally don't think Company will make it though.
Okay, why?
I don't know. I just feel like Bayern club your pressure. Maybe they have changed. I don't know.
Oliver Kahn is still there.
No, he's left.
Oh, he did.
Those are the guys who are bring
Man,
about
now
the
you
rods.
have your team is out now, Bana.
Yeah?
Yeah. They'll hang your head to dry. Man.
I feel like those are the guys who are bringing the rod.
Yeah, but you know, you look at it.
Exactly.
You look at it and you say, man, given the opportunity, he can actually do something. But if performing at such a high pressure level,
It's
so different from Burnley.
very much.
Dude, I know
like
if Burnley-
absolute opposite.
If Burnley made it to the Premiership, and my guy, that was now making it to heaven for them.
Yeah.
Just to be at the bottom of the pile of the greatest,
Yeah. League. Yeah.
that's enough for them.
If they would have survived. Wangesikia ni kama ameguza Mungu na
If
kidogo.
Burnley just made it to number 16, just number 16.
Yeah. That's it for them. So it's very different, and that's what makes me feel like
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but I think time will tell. I just think it's a bit crazy. It's also crazy how Spain, bro. Have you seen like the titles that Spain have currently? They won the Olympics.
They did.
They have won the Euros.
Correct.
The women's are the world champions. They have, I think, FIFA under, is it 17 or 18? They have like almost 7
Correct.
categories of titles that they have won. And I'm like, what the hell is going on, bro?
I loved the team that played at the Euros. You look at someone like Yamal, who was 16 going 17 at the time. His dad is 32.
I know, right?
Dude, his dad is younger than Jesus Navas.
Hey, man.
I was just like, your teammate should be
Yeah.
calling the manco. But you look at it in terms of like, first they have a winning formula that's working.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's exactly the tiki-taka that we're used to.
No, his dad is younger than I think like Kante. You said Jesus Navas.
Yeah. Jesus Navas is 38 now.
Oh, Jesus Navas.
Jesus Navas is 38.
Bro, kichwa yangu inapiga tu ile isiyoto. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Gabriel Jesus, sorry.
Gabriel Jesus, yeah. Jesus Navas,
yeah, he's
yeah.
younger than Jesus Navas. Yes.
And you look at it and you say to yourself, one, they have a very young team.
Yeah.
Yamal. You have Nico Williams, who was amazing, who is on demand this summer.
Bayer.
You look at Gavi, you look at Pedri, you look at them, you're like, Ansu Fati wasn't even at the greatest, but he's
He
still
wasn't.
number 10.
The Balde
Number
dude
10
I was
for-
telling you.
This was supposed to be the successor to Messi.
Yeah.
Balde, as you're talking about earlier,
Yeah.
look at people like even David Raya, who already have a winning mentality.
They have a dude, if you don't know, I don't know if you know this guy called Kubasi.
I know Kubasi.
Centre back, I think. Dude plays like fucking Puyol.
And you look at the guys and you're like, dude, this is
How
just
are
a young
Watasumbua?
generation. This is not even the senior team.
Yeah.
It's not the senior team.
Bro.
Because there's a whole team that has been, don't call it raided or faded away. With, I think the last one in the nail was Busquets, right?
Busquets, yeah.
Yes, with the World Cup, right? And you look at it and say, the people who are now leading the team, leading the charge, Morata is on his way out.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You have at least someone like Rodri who is stable, katikati, but
think-
also he's in.
I think after
in his ex-30s or
26,
something
I think
like
after
that.
the World Cup, coming up World Cup, I think that could be it for him.
And with the situation now, you look back and you say, is this the team that Spain is fielding on a regular basis? Now what happens now to the future? We have the World Cup happening in 2026.
Yeah.
We have the Euros happening again in 2028. This could be a repeat sort of thing for them, man. They have a lot to prove.
Absolutely. I absolutely love it for them. Of course, in Europe, I support France.
Yes.
So kidogo, I feel some type of way. But just the succession that they have been able to build, that has to be like a goddamn project. As in, it should be like a course.
Correct.
That is taught in schools.
Because if
or
you
something.
look at a team like France, man,
Yeah.
you have Mbappe who is leading the charge, right?
Yeah.
But then who does he have as support around him?
Kolo Muani.
Griezmann, phased out, are getting old. Kolomani for sure, man.
Yeah, Goldman is
But
there,
you look
but
at
you know,
even
he
like
misses a lot.
Coleman are not as
Yeah.
young and youthful as they used to be.
Yeah. Not many guys. You know?
Look, Morris just Loris just retired.
Yeah,
recently.
he done and dusted that one.
Man, you look at it, you're like, okay, this is maybe Saliba now in that sort of situation, but also he's a bit of the elder sort of situation, man. So
Yeah. Saliba, Lenioro at the back.
Yeah.
I
Let
don't know
me say the Gen Z
Mm.
of Spain. Kutata Revolution.
Why lie? And it's just like, again, just hit me. Like, imagine, like you were saying, from 2010,
Yes.
when that team was deadly.
Correct.
I think from like 08 all the way to like 2013, they won the Euros back to back.
Yeah.
They won the World Cup in the Middle East. And now they're back again on top of the world, I would say. Because you're looking at that team like, Wallah, hii team ikienda ka World Cup,
Done.
they might fucking
Done.
win it. Or they're in
Then
the final
I
for
could
sure.
have tell you for sure. I saw the team that was there, the youthful team at the Euros. There's no way my money was on them.
Yeah?
There was no way my money was on them. There's no way. I'm like, this guy
Yeah,
for
from
sure.
day one, you're like,
Maybe
yeah.
not even semis, quarters.
And now they're there.
France had a good charge. England had a
Yeah.
good charge. Germany had a good charge.
Yeah.
Belgium have always been the dark horse.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Kudos to them.
Well done. And of course, now again, when you consider also the Olympics, because
Yeah.
a lot of them are young guys, you just feel like those guys will just be fetched from there and go join the national team.
Correct.
And then they just continue steamrolling through.
Correct.
All right. Let's talk a bit about the transfers, yeah?
Correct, yeah.
And maybe even before we get to that, there's this one club that is signing for fun, making the transfer window look like it's a fucking Black Friday.
Which one is that, Chelsea?
Yeah. Chelsea, they're signing people for fun. I think as long as you breathe and you have 2 feet and you can kick a ball, they will fucking sign you. Hata mi sijui niende ifanye some videos pale Dandora ni watumie, maybe they might sign me up. It's just, I don't understand how they are signing that. Also considering there's kina FFP rules and PSR.
Yeah. But remember, Chelsea have always
are
had this
they-
sort of philosophy whereby they buy and loan. They buy and loan.
Uh-huh.
So only key players such as maybe like Neto, who just came in recently,
Yeah.
who might make a proper starting impression.
Yes.
A lot of people that they're buying will go out on loans and maintain the financial flow in that sort of situation.
But with the loan, you don't get any money. Like, you don't get proper money. So,
But you keep them in terms of for the future use when you want to actually build the team later on.
so what
You
about
say-
the
you say,
expenditure then?
If guys get injured during the season, they say in
call it the
January,
back.
Rudi Nyuma.
But those players, most of them for me are bang average.
But even who have they done as a notable purchase besides Neto?
It's Pokua Neto.
Yeah, none.
And Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer
Which
has
was
been,
last season.
Yes, he has just increased his salary
After a year.
after a year.
What?
They have increased, have negotiated. I think he's now back to 28. I think he's until 2028 his contract. I'm not wrong. Yeah. He's become the talisman, man.
Yeah, for
Listen,
sure.
when he joined the team last season, we properly disregarded him. Why? Cole Palmer did 2 things. One, he got some good playing times, 22, 23 season. And he knew he was on the verge of breaking out. As Mikarija says, bursting onto the scene. But the challenge that he had was he has a position that is so widely converted and people can play in that sort of situation. He plays in midfield and he's good because he's dynamic, he can play across, right? But you
Yeah.
have people like Bernardo Silva, you have Phil Foden, you have Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
I would even put him in Calum. Look at who else is there. Jack Grealish, you have Doku who's there. His positioning was being...
If he tries to strike, then
yeah,
you have
so
Kina
young man.
Haaland. Yeah.
What's your turn? What's your turn?
Yeah.
You'll play some few domestic cups, maybe an appearance in Champions League.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, the guy went to Chelsea.
Bro.
Man,
Na unajua alianza na community shield.
my guy was cold.
You remember? Yeah.
I remember.
That's when he started banging those goals. Because that goal was like, I'm too happy your shit.
Bro,
A stunner. So you're like, all right. It's just a
guy-
community shield.
I know we start the season with him. We start with Chelsea on Sunday. But the game of the season for me last season, Chelsea and City. The
4-4. Madness. Madness.
wakipewa tunapewa,
Yeah.
wakiongeza tunaongeza,
Yeah.
wakifungua tunaanua.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
And to wrap it off, Sterling scored.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. But now Palmer his penalty that now leveled the playing field.
Yeah.
The scores, man.
He made it 4-4.
And you know he went and celebrated.
Of course.
Like, yeah, you just went,
Yeah.
And I look at the guy and I'm like, and yeah, in the famous words of the Prophet Junaid Muhammad, he imeenda. He imeenda. I know there's no loyalty there.
Yeah, but that's no I like hold my beer. Man City iende aje. Nikiwa hapa. No, agenda bado. But yeah, what a game that was, though.
That was a
because
fantastic
when Nani
goal.
scored the 4th goal for you guys, Rodri,
Yes.
the stunners that he always scores.
And you know how Rodri celebrates.
Yeah.
He goes to the field
Yeah.
and he slides and that's casting almost like a Sue kind of thing.
and you're
Love
like,
it.
that's it.
Yes.
No one else is scoring this game after this. And then Cole Palmer scores. I'm like, what the hell?
What was this game, man?
And he's bugging penalties after penalties after penalties.
Dude, what a game, man. What
Yeah.
a beauty. What a Premier League. You know the same thing about a Premier League.
Yeah.
On one hand, it breaks hearts.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it makes stars. Right? And you look at someone like Cole Palmer, man. Like, who would have thought? This young kid, man.
Dude had the highest GNA in the league, you know.
Imagine that, man.
For FPL guys, he had the most points.
Dude, that was the best purchase, man. Like, this is a
Swear
bargain,
down.
man.
Swear down. That's why I have him on my squad right now.
You already set up a team?
Yeah. And Nisha said, and I have him there.
Love it.
Yeah, but I've not brought in Haaland. But, you know, still, for Chelsea, though, I still feel like they're buying a lot of average footballers.
Yeah.
And they're buying everywhere else but defense, where I feel like they're laden with average guys.
Yes.
Akina Badiashile, for me, they don't convince me really. Axel Disasi bang average.
Yeah.
Well, they have Marco Correa. It's not average anymore.
But, I mean, let's talk about someone like return to sender policy. Yeah? The guy called Conor Gallagher, who was going, but now Merudi Bana.
What are they doing with this guy?
Acha niende nikam. What is going on there, man?
You know, like Conor Gallagher, first of all, they banished him. Chelsea, I think after they came from the US pre-season tour, they banished him. I'm like, this is your academy product.
Dude, he was your captain.
Yes.
For this season.
He captain because, you know, their captain and vice, they're always out.
Yeah.
This is how you treat your goddamn captain? Or, you know, captain who was the captain of the season?
Correct.
Banishing him.
Correct.
And he's due number 21s.
But speak about it, man. There's a special connection then with Chelsea and Atletico. Because the previous captain, Cesar Azpilicueta, went to Atletico,
Yeah. They've also gotten Joao Felix before.
Joao Felix has done it as well. There's a special... There's a trade. And what do you call him? Our good man, Morata.
Oh, and Morata as well.
There is a slave trade happening here.
We need to know what's going on with Chelsea, by the way, because...
Nina Syria Chelsea. Nina Syria.
We need to be told what is going on. Wananua watu for fun. I feel like for me wakitembea next season watakuwa tumia triple decker bus. Because double decker is to shower. They have like I think 46 players.
Dude, this guy has such a great rota, man.
Yo, that's a lot.
Too much
of footballers. Niliona bench yao inakaa bench kaa 10 za zile za Jeff.
Bwana najua kitu. Mzee anakuambia bwana jumchi tangu Chelsea na labda ni ukweli na ujui.
Like those are so many.
So Chelsea na contract bro. Chiko na kwa game.
I had 100,000 pounds a week.
Unachiki bench. Asa maka reserve. Nyuma yao.
Niko out. And then I'm like, so they have 46 guys. In the Premier League I think can only register 25.
25 per season.
So the 21 wanaenda happy?
No, they have to play now in domestic cups. So that's why you have the FA. You have the Carabao.
The FA comes in January.
Yes. So but also now, you look at the
Conference League as well.
Conference League now. Yes, they're in Conference League. They didn't make it to they didn't make the cut, I mean...
In that one, you also have a limit on the number of people you can sign.
Correct. But also I told you a lot of players go on loan.
But 21, wataenda on loan. Don't forget, these guys still have Lukaku in their books.
No way, yes.
Swear down.
Oh my gosh.
Lukaku is still there.
And who's dying Lukaku? Is it...
Napoli.
Yeah,
Napoli, I think they want Lukaku. I'm like, why would you sell Osimhen to get Lukaku? Like, what are you smoking, man? Conte, surely. So, Gallagher has been banished. They have also banished Trevor Chalobah, another Cobham product.
Yes.
Because they want to sell him as well. And now, Chalobah, Lukaku, and maybe Gallagher will be training with the under-21s.
What the hell is going on there, man? Yeah, one day you're the captain of the team, the next day you're a team player, man.
It's like how Piers Morgan says, one day you're a cock of the walk, the other day you're a feather duster.
For sure.
Fuck.
For sure, man.
Fucking sucks. But I like it when it's happening like that with Chelsea. And don't forget, they also have a new manager.
They do.
Whose best performance was taking Leicester City from the championship.
Yes. But do you give him credit for that, man? You look at the guy who carried the team on the back was Vardy, man.
Yeah.
Vardy did quite a lot for
and some other dude, Akina Mavididi as well. There's a cartoon called Mavididi we sold from Arsenal.
Chelsea,
I don't know. Now, Maresca, Mascara. It's actually Maresca.
Yeah.
Now he has to cram like 21 names of the new guys they have signed already.
Remind me, Leicester, Ipswich, was it Southampton?
Yes.
The three ways of
Okay, gotcha. 3 points granted for the three of them. For us, I can't say the same for you. But again, Maresca coming into a place where I feel Chelsea, I don't know if they consult the manager, man, when they're purchasing. It's like unaambiwa tu shika. Hey,
it's like a classroom.
Yeah, make it happen.
What could you have, bana?
Walai.
Yeah.
So Pedro Neto, I don't even know if they were interested or not. Anachezadi wapi? Wako na madueke already.
Dude, I don't know why you're going to place that guy in the team, number one. Number two, you look at people like Conor Gallagher who came last season, or last season but one, and they had to struggle to find a place in the team at first. By the time you cultivate a system around an individual player, rather than a team, what's going to happen? Dude, I have a fact that I actually found out yesterday on TikTok. And TikTok is an amazing place for information.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's legit though.
Uh-huh.
Do you know Chelsea's greatest player, or maybe one of the greatest players, is Didier Drogba, correct?
For sure.
Didier Drogba played the 9 seasons for Chelsea.
Yes.
Of the 9 seasons, only 2 did he have more than 12 league goals.
Only 2.
Only 2. And 1 he was a golden boot.
Yeah, I think 9-10 or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
I find it so fascinating because like guys ranked Didier Drogba. I mean, I
Yeah.
love him, he's African and everything, but my guy. But here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Drogba played in 10 finals for Chelsea.
Oh.
And guess how many goals he scored during the finals?
8.
No.
11.
10.
10.
10 in 10.
That's like a game per final.
There's a gentleman called Thierry Henry. Many know him because of Kedadbo.
I don't like where this is going.
He played in 9 finals in his career for Arsenal, I think so. I'm not too sure. 9 finals. Guess how many he scored?
2.
No.
0.
0, yes. So, who's a greater player, man?
Come on, man.
But now this question, man, that's why you say there's some guys who are cup players, for sure, and the guys who are league players.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky if you get both as a hybrid, but as some people you'll find less race to the occasion when it comes to a cup sort of game.
Yeah.
And the guys who are just league players. And that's the dynamic of life, man.
I mean, yeah, I think I saw that start in the start for the finals. Achana yo.
Yeah. But that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. Just the one for Didier Drogba in terms of goals. And I'm like, Cole Palmer.
Yes.
He had what, 22 goals?
22 goals last season.
His first season.
Yes. And I think Haaland had what, like 24? 24, 25?
24, 25 there,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong, or 26. So a tad bizarre, but it is what it is. Yeah. So Chelsea, man, they're moving a bit mad. Yep. They look like a fucking kindergarten right now. I've seen so many memes doing rounds of how Chelsea's training ground is looking like, so many toys and stuff, and so many people. I don't know how Maresca is going to be remembering all those guys. You know, they had a problem with staff meetings last season.
How come?
Because the guys are so many. Hawatoshei ile room amepewa ya kumeet. So sijui kama wamejenga ya ghorofa ama watakuwa meeting in shifts.
I get telling security, Buddha many player. Many player.
I'm supposed to be here.
Simini nakushow. Kwa don't trust.
I don't know how they'll be doing it now. Maybe
Well,
watakuwa wafanya meeting in shifts or something. But none of my business. Not my monkey.
Not your jungle. I say not my baby, not my diaper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not my monkey, not my circus. Ati baby diaper.
Not my baby, not my diaper, man.
Goddamn.
Correct.
Aya, mtu angangana ni yake. All right. So the transfer window is still fucking open. The biggest move has to be Julian Alvarez. Yes. First of all, did you give Atletico Madrid money to buy from you guys?
I'm here to confirm.
Can you confirm this for us?
That they're financially stable. They've paid us. You received the full payment. I think there's just the add-ons, of course, and everything. But to be honest, I was also equally surprised by the amount.
Yes.
First, I mean, it's good business.
Very much.
It's very good business.
Yes.
But also what's very interesting for me is Alvarez was part of Pep's team in terms of structure, right?
Yeah.
So Haaland is our main guy.
For sure.
But Alvarez had the most minutes for individual player last season. I don't even know
Most
that.
minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, but most were from the bench, weren't they?
I mean, looking at how he came on board. Because he's a super sub fast guy. Right?
Yes.
And last season was a time to actually prove himself. He scored a good number of goals.
Yep.
He played a pivotal role towards the team. He played as a second striker when it comes to Haaland. At the time, Haaland was injured, so he came in as a primary striker.
Yep.
And he even played a bit of defense, mid role at times, right? As a number 10. And he was just dynamic. And you know how Pep just likes to rotate people to showcase the best use of him.
Yeah.
So during the preseason and the rumors about Atletico approaching him, like, for sure, I rubbished them myself.
Yeah. Alvarez was saying, I'll think about it.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Same thing, De Bruyne was approached by Saudis, like, you know, when you're older, you have to think about these things. I'm like, for sure, you're going nowhere. He's just trying to get more money out of the system. But when it became serious and Fabrizio started announcing it, I'm like, okay, it's actually legit.
Yeah.
And the prices being asked for were, like, ridiculous.
Mad.
And I'm like, there's no way Atletico number 1 is offering some amount of money. What are you seeing that you don't see?
Yeah.
I told you earlier in this sort of context. It's like your darling sister, umemzoea sana, to eat Njeri for now, is all of a sudden being attracted by a king in Europe. And says, this one is the best of the choice. Like,
Njeri!
Are you talking about the same Njeri? And listen, I think he bought him for like 14 million pounds. We're selling him for 90 something, 96.
That's madness,
I'm like,
bro.
first, Sheikh Wansu, good biashara.
Hey.
I was like, dude, this is money. But the challenge that I have, who stepped in his position?
So you have Haaland and who?
Haaland was the main one. And because
Alvarez.
everyone else was was now... So they're the main number 9s.
Yes.
Everyone else is a winger or inverted striker, all those sort of situations, right?
Wait, you don't have like an out-and-out striker now,
No,
besides...
Haaland, none.
Oh, fantastic.
But you remember Pep always used to play without one. For the longest period of
But
time.
who's going to now like be the false 9 then?
So now we have Savinho's coming. We're looking at people like Jack Grealish now, maybe playing a more... You know, when he was at Aston Villa, he used to play a false 9 once in a while. But the thing that becomes now imperative is actually seeing how best Pep adapts. We still have a couple of days left for the transfer market.
Yeah.
You never know.
Look, there's a guy we're looking to sell.
Who?
With a striker.
Who's that?
I think he could come good as a second striker.
Who's that? Return to sender?
You're trying to sell some dude of ours who's a striker. We don't want him anymore.
Who? Return to sender?
No. That one is not going. Jesus. Tukombolewe na nani?
What are you looking at selling?
Eddie Nketiah.
No. He's going to Newcastle.
No.
He's going to Newcastle. Is he not?
I think it's due Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth.
They're bidding for him.
Yeah.
But you're looking for a striker as well.
No. Of such
just
caliber.
it's a cool
My
30
friend, I
milli.
promise you, if Saka
Some
came
30
to,
milli,
if
that's
Saka
not much
came
money.
to, if Saka came to Man City and he worked his ass off to the best, maybe he deserved him.
Beg your pardon?
Yes. Let me tell you again, Arsenal is here. United, not even United. Arsenal is here.
End the stream.
He's here.
End the stream. I can't take this. Saka what?
Saka who? Saka what?
Saka blood clot Bukayo. Oh my God. No way. But anyway, back to the point.
Yeah.
There's a guy we're looking to sell. We're not even asking for much, bro.
How much?
30M. Easy busy for you guys.
Yeah, pocket change to us guys.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, but I don't think he's part of our team. Man.
Come and nick him.
Maybe we need a diversity higher, possibly.
Are you guys going to sign a striker? Do you think you're going to sign a striker?
I'm not too sure. You know how City does its calculations? Because even if you watch past documentaries such as All or Nothing, all those sort of things, there's always almost like a last-minute decision or last-minute rush that comes from like past calculations, right? So you start preempting and saying, how has Haaland performed the last season compared to the previous season?
Okay.
He did 36, 37 goals in the last first season.
Yes.
Guys.
But
He did
course,
27.
New season bounce or new league bounce, whatever.
Of course, right? Rookie luck and everything.
Yeah.
He did 27. Maybe he's, you know how the what comes to his own level.
Yeah.
Maybe he's around that level. But if you look at how how Haaland performed during preseason, he's had pretty, really good. I think he did a hat-trick against Chelsea.
Oh, it's Chelsea, bro.
Right? I mean,
just take
we're
it
starting
off
against him again. Yeah. But
oh my God, no, it's against
correct.
this coming
Sunday,
weekend.
yeah.
Oh boy.
But the thing that becomes even more crazy for me is Haaland always looks like a product of he's a beast mode.
Yeah.
But just one small problem, he's out for a couple of... Same thing happened with Jesus. Remember when Jesus came to City at the very beginning? He was a pride and joy, he was a hope. Just one small injury, Jesus. And I mean, we sold you a second-hand car. Tukasema mashida utagundu uko mbele.
Kumbe Kai Havertz was like, hold my beer. I'll save these guys.
Kai Havertz had such a good Euro.
He saved us from Jesus. Can you imagine that?
Dude, he had such a good Euro, man. And the thing I like about people like Kai Havertz is, one, I love that Arteta really put hope in this guy and really gave him the full confidence.
Yeah. Now
he didn't have a strong start. Yeah. Of course, he was under the shadow of Declan Rice and all those sort of things.
Yeah.
But he really came out strong.
Very strong.
Very strong.
12 goals in total. I think in the league alone.
Correct.
So, and also for a guy who started banging, I think in the second half of the season. That's why this season, I think Arsenal took in a bit of a limbo as far as signing a striker goes. Because there's Kai Havertz who's scoring for sure.
Yes.
You can't say he's not scoring as a striker.
Yes.
There's Jesus who's coming back. He's looking fucking sharp.
He's been quite prolific, man. But listen,
he has deceived before.
There's been the debate of the season.
Yeah.
Of the summer, actually. If you were to choose between Ivan Toney and Oli Watkins, who are you going for?
Ooh, personally?
Yeah.
Oli, bruv.
Any day?
All day, a day. First of all, he's an Arsenal fan, you know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, did he?
He's a gooner for life.
Okay.
Ataka alitukandamiza last season tukakosa kubeba ligi.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, he was
Well
just
done.
doing his job.
I hope he received the M-Pesa text.
I knew he was paid. Ivan Toney also likes Arsenal.
Yes.
But he's a bit older.
Yeah.
And kuna ka aura around him, which is not really pretty.
Correct.
So I don't know if Arsenal would be going for that. But yeah, Oli for me all day, every day. If I was to pick one of the two guys.
I mean, all he does, one, he scored a wonderful goal during the Euros, as we all remember that. I think made them go to the finals and everything.
Yeah. And do you know he had the most assists in the league last season?
Oh, did he? I didn't know that. He won the whatever.
Yeah, Naitangwa Golden Ball, or whatever they call it. The guy who has the most assists.
Yes.
That was Oli.
Wow.
And he was in the top, I think, 4 for the top strikers.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, bro, this dude can not only score, he can assist as well. He's the Jesus we want to see.
But Ivan Toney came out strong for the team. Brentford didn't perform as best as they could.
Yeah.
However, he has a full season now.
Yeah, we'll see.
He has a full season. Oli
Yeah.
Watkins is now renewed energy. I mean, there's been eyes on him. He did well in the Euros. Now it's actually time to prove himself. Let's say it's going to go.
And they're
Maybe
the Champions League now,
Yeah, maybe
so-
Commission is going to have next season is for sure. We need to get someone else to join the team.
Absolutely. Manchester United.
Yes.
How excited are you by how they're doing their business, especially how badly they're doing it?
Delete. Is he coming?
Delete that guy.
Are you sure?
Delete him. Like, to erase.
There's been the
No,
rumors.
he's coming. He's coming.
Is he confirmed?
Not exactly, but I understand they did their medicals yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now,
Him and Mazrui.
Mazrui as well. So Delete is a dynamic defender. We all know what he's done for Bayern and all those things. But the thing that I'm looking at in terms of Manchester United was some players had a dismal performance last season, but seemed to have an opportunity to pick up the game. Right? You look at Rashford, number one. You look at Sancho coming back. Højlund just got injured during the preseason and everything.
Yeah.
They just sold Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah,
Right? To West Ham.
Yeah.
And for me, that was one of the most prolific and promising players for them because he really held down his position on the right back.
Defensively, he's solid.
And
as
he
well.
played a very good wing-back sort of approach towards his football.
Yeah.
And he came quite handy when it comes to attacking football. The challenge I have is you have a coach who's got a renewed contract. He's given the confidence of the board.
Yeah.
You have people like Jordan Sancho who's come back from
Borussia, from exile.
Borussia,
Yeah.
but who did perform quite well as per standards.
Yeah.
How do they gel? Will they have enough time to let bygones be bygones and actually now adapt?
Yeah.
Or will they have a situation whereby we're back to where we started again and take us time to pick up? So the time they actually now say we're getting steam, the other trains are far, far, far ahead. I don't believe they'll have a problem with midfield. Bruno has been really, really, really good during the preseason. And he's got a renewed contract as well. So I think he's eager to showcase what he can actually deliver.
Yeah. One of
He's
the best
not-
creators, without a doubt.
Of course, coming back from FA Cup win, so they have renewed confidence in themselves as well.
Yeah,
so
he actually played well also in the Community Shield.
He did. And I mean, we won by literally the skin of our teeth.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Very much.
But when you look at someone like Bruno Fernandes now looking at how he performed during the Euros, I think there's an element of this is now the time to actually showcase your leadership and actually shine. Varane left the team. Martial has left the team.
Yeah.
So there's also an opportunity for them to bring in new seed and actually give also maybe guys in the academy an opportunity to actually showcase themselves.
There's Kobe Mino as well.
Kobe Mino had, of course,
Very, very promising.
very good Euros tour as well. He's making it himself. Ahmad doing quite well towards the end of the season, mid-season.
Also played well in the Community Shield.
Did well during the Community Shield as well. So there's a good promise for the team.
Yeah. Zagzi.
Zagzi as well.
Do you like him?
I'm indifferent. I'm different.
too.
He's yet to
I feel like for me he's average.
prove himself.
I think he's average.
He had to prove himself. That's the thing.
Do you think he's average?
I think he has potential. He just has not given the opportunity.
Unleashed it yet.
Like look at how Ahmad scored against Liverpool. Came out of the FA Cup, right? He rose to the occasion.
Yeah.
He wasn't given an opportunity before. And he was given, I think he came in as a late substitute, if I'm not wrong.
In that game.
In that game.
to go,
I think he came as a late substitute. And you look at it and said, maybe the opportunity has to be given to someone to rise to the occasion, right? Wan-Bissaka had an injury for a period of time, came back and became, for me, one of the most reliable defenders for the team. You look at people like Maguire, maybe the pressure of being captain and taken away from him gave him an opportunity to actually showcase himself as a defender. Varane has moved to, I think it's Como,
Yeah, Como.
to play with
Fabregas. Yeah.
And it was a sad tale to a good sort of story. I really wish he had won something more besides the FA Cup.
Yeah.
But you look at it and you say, you know what? They actually do have also a young team that, given opportunity, can actually prove themselves.
Yeah, they're looking like we want to have a spine of Kobe Mino, Garnacho, Højlund.
Look at Garnacho, of course.
They've also added Lenior, who's very young,
Correct.
but brutal as fuck.
Correct.
He's already out injured.
Correct.
But yeah, you could
People
see
like
what they're trying to
Rashford
do.
missed out on the Euros, man.
Yeah, I
And
mean, he
maybe
had
it's
a
an
stink of a
opportunity to
season.
now to actually strap your boots and say, you know what? It's a new season, time to do something new.
You know what they say? Manchester United fans.
Yeah.
They say Rashford has a swashbuckling season, then the next season is always a stinker.
Yes.
Then
He's
he comes
like a
back
zebra.
and proper black and white.
Yeah.
So maybe this is where now he rises again.
Correct.
So time will tell on that one. Do you think it will make it top four?
I think they could make it. I'm not sure about my full predictions.
Do you think they shall?
They shall make it top 4.
Let's go with shall because the
I
people
know they'll
shall.
contest for top 4. However, I think they shall make it to just number 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about Liverpool.
Correct. That's
Liverpool, they kind of have been a bit silent as far as transfers go.
confirm Luis Diaz.
Yeah. But can you calm the nerves of Liverpool fans or just rattle them a bit more? Are you actually going for this guy?
We are not going for this guy.
So
Literally, right before I started the podcast recording, I saw a text coming from Live Score and saying City have confirmed they were not going for the guy. I don't know where that came from, man.
Mad. So Liverpool fans, maybe you can relax now. He's not leaving.
Yeah, I mean, we have a deficiency we don't really have a deficiency up front, but I mean, he is an amazing player.
Yeah.
I remember he had a turbulent season last season when his his dad was kidnapped and everything. And that could rock your boat a bit, but he actually came in clutch on several games.
Yes.
You look at how he's performed for the team, he's a worthwhile buy. Yeah. He came in as a super sub on several games.
Yeah.
Did what he needed to do.
So they're playing well.
Yeah.
Their preseason has been fantastic. I think they've won all their games.
Correct.
They spanked Sevilla Juicy 4-1.
Yes.
Beat them for fun.
Yes.
Ancelotti seems like he has laid down his tactics well and the strategy that he wants to use, and the guys have adopted to it well because Naguza and stuff.
Correct.
Do you feel like they'll be in contention?
I think it's going to be a season for rebuilding for them. With a new coach, Klopp had been there for a couple of years, man. They still had...
for 9 with just 1 Premier League title.
Correct. But 2 UEFA.
FA Cups.
Yeah, no, UEFA. He won twice.
No.
Did not do noise.
1 Champions League only.
1 Champions League?
Yeah, so he has 1 Champions League and 1 Premier League
yes,
title.
He
Do
made
you consider
it to the finals.
Do you consider that success? 1 Premier League title and 1 Champions League for 9 years for a guy who was not a first-time coach.
For his level, yes.
That's success?
Yes. I think the Premier League is the biggest league in the world.
Trying to rattle some Liverpool fans.
It is going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
One, City is dominant.
Yes.
For them to actually... I mean, and so sad they actually won it during Corona times. So they had no bus tour. And it was after 30 years, man. It was a big thing for them.
Can you imagine after 30, that's how you win it?
That's how you win it. There's no one to show you. Everyone got into their Vits and went home.
Fucking sucks.
Right?
Yeah.
But the thing that becomes now crazy about them is, they have to build each other. New trust. Of course, the coach has new ideas. A new system has put in place. And people like Mo Salah at the end of the season wasn't too pleased with how Klopp was running his ship, right?
There was like a time...
A bit of a tussle. You remember how it was?
Yeah.
You look at
Lovely
people like Van Dijk being given now the first time being the captain of the team. People like Trent Alexander-Arnold actually proving themselves.
Yeah.
You have Cody Gakpo at the very front.
Yeah.
One of the best. Very good.
One of the best performers at the Euros.
Correct.
Yeah.
And one of the rising stars, of course, for Portugal, everything. So they have Thiago who's left the team. And Thiago brought a lot of leadership for me.
Yeah.
He's retired.
Yes,
right?
he has.
I think he's joined Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
his assistant coach.
Yeah.
I'm struggling about the midfield because, actually the defense. Matip left as well.
Matip left. They have now Van Dijk and... who's the other centre-back?
Is it Fabinho? Fabinho?
No, he left. Van Dijk, Kwanzaa, Gomez.
Konate?
Yeah, Konate. Yeah. But Konate last season was not that good either.
Well, I don't think he got good gameplay and everything.
Yeah, no wonder he missed out in the French squad.
Correct.
Yeah.
But then you look at Liverpool, have a lot to contend on this season. One, I'm not going to give them a lot of pressure this season. One, new coach, and you've known, even when they had a Klopp coming, so much promise, but they have to take time to build. And they take a slow time to build. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a lot of losses this season. However, it is vital for players such as Mo Salah to step up.
Very much.
One, he is, of course, the African king as of now, right?
Yeah.
You look at him, he has something to fight for. We have the African Cup of Nations coming up, I think, next season, but next season? No, not this one, next season.
Next year, in December.
Mo Salah didn't perform really well. He got injured during the AFCON this year. He didn't make it too far. I think he played maybe 2 or 3 games. He didn't make it to at least knockout stages. He didn't play.
Yeah.
So he has something to prove of himself. Number 2, he has a new haircut, Maze.
Yeah.
Dude, you have a new look, bana. You gotta prove it, man.
Tunasemanga akili ni nywele.
Kabisa.
So I think he'll try to defy that and maybe have a swashbuckling season. Because also last season he was bad.
Correct.
By his standards.
Correct.
That was not good.
Correct. What do you think about the midfield, though, for Liverpool?
Yeah, they have who? They have Ataru Endo. They have McAllister.
They have McAllister for sure.
Szoboszlai. Who else do they
McAllister, was he playing? He did play a Copa?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
How did he perform?
Yeah.
How did he perform?
He had a good performance.
I didn't follow
McAllister is good.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Good purchase.
He's a good performer. But of course, they're looking at Zubimendi. But Zubimendi was like,
yes,
back off. So he's not coming. But I think they are very much looking at a number 6. So if they get that,
Yeah,
fine
because
and
Thiago
dandy.
really held that pot really well, man.
Yeah. So if they don't get that, then I think there'll be a problem, regardless of how else they look. I'm also not sold entirely on their defense.
Yeah.
Konate seems a bit suspect as far as injuries go. So you can't be really sure. Like you see, like Van Dijk unajuanga msi anaweza kupigia season mzima. You can't say the same for.
Yeah, but
for
Konate really, he had something to prove at the Euros, and he did.
He didn't even play, bro.
He did.
Where?
Did he not?
No, ilikuwa Saliba na Upamecano.
No way.
So down. That's what I'm telling you.
way.
Like out of his 2 injuries last season,
He didn't play the Euros.
nah, he must have played like a game. These games are
No.
they don't matter.
You know who I'm mixing him up with?
Kante.
Yeah. Golo.
No, there's an O there.
Yeah.
And an A. So that's the only bit I look at Liverpool. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, there's also Darwin Núñez.
Yes.
Good for missing sitters but scoring bangers.
Yes.
So if he doesn't change that,
What do you think of him as a number 9, though?
Núñez?
Yeah.
He missed a lot of sitters, bro. Like the chances that he misses is just annoying. Do you know, like last season I saw a start saying he hit the bar most times.
Chances on goal.
Yeah.
Not-
Like ile
not
kupiga
converted.
crossbar,
Yeah.
anapiga post, nini.
Convert them, yeah.
No one else did it more than him in the Premier League. So you're like, all right, will that be the same next season? Will he now start converting them? You see, there's so much uncertainty. Because he aliendeleza hiyo form to the Copa America.
Yes.
Because when Uruguay were getting knocked out, I think in the semis, by Colombia, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
he missed quite a number of sitters.
Oh, wow.
Zile conversions, nenda nje. So he's always almost there kind of guy.
Yes.
But he never really gets there.
You know the guy who surprised me the most during the Copa America was Jesus. Not Jesus, what do you call it? James Rodriguez.
Oh, yeah.
I thought guys are forgotten.
stunner.
Storobana. Yeah.
I think he had like, is it 4 man of the matches?
He
awards?
did.
Man of the match
well, man.
awards.
He did well.
Yeah, he
it
did
reminds
well.
me of Isco when he went back to Betis.
Oh, yeah. He had a swashbuckling performance?
Startling performance, man.
Oh, really?
I think Isco had, he played like 26 games. He won at least maybe like half of them man of the match.
All right.
Yeah, like he was an amazing player.
Fantastic. I still think Liverpool might be in contention. I feel like they will fill that gap.
But with a new coach, man.
I don't know, bro. Like your team haiko in disarray.
Yeah.
It's guys who've been there together for a while.
I mean, but if pre-season, like you said, is an indicator for the season, you never know.
Yeah. So they're well warmed up. They're sharp. So kuna Diogo Jota by the way. Ako kasipoumia katasumbua.
Correct.
That dude is good.
And that guy did well for whatever. He
What?
played such a talisman role for Portugal.
Yeah.
I think even
Yeah,
like in
yours-
Ronaldo, Angalia say this guy is actually the future for us.
He's really good. So he's a solid player for them. So I think they'll be in contention for sure. If they fill those gaps. Zubimendi or number 6 has to be the first, then maybe they look at a centre back or something. I don't know.
But after.
Yeah. Then we have this other team called Aston Villa.
Villa,
Villa have signed, bro.
they have
signed, I think, Ross Barkley. They have Onana from Everton. They have some 2 other jabronis they have signed from Juventus.
and Oli Watkins is staying. That's the thing.
And Oli is still there. There's this dude they signed from Norwich who did not feature last season. A midfielder. Alikuwa anaitwaje. There's a certain attacking mid they signed. They usurped Arsenal, by the way, to sign the guy. And number 10.
And he didn't play.
Aliumia mapema.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like Kieran Timber.
Like Timber figures.
Yeah. What was his name? Dude from Norwich. He's really good. Let me research. But what do you think about this team? Now they're in the Champions League now. This is a different ball game for them.
I mean, first,
For the Champions League.
Unai did what he didn't do last season.
Yep.
It was a big... Remember, these guys were relegated, I think, a couple of seasons ago.
Oh, yeah.
So coming back all the way to play now in the Premiership.
Yep.
Number 1, then number 2 to play now in the top 4 Champions League contenders. Amazing. I think they're going to suffer.
Oh, really? Do you think they have enough depth? Because they've signed.
I mean, the problem is, now the except for being in Europe. You know what happened to Newcastle the previous season?
Oh, yeah, when they went
Except
to
for being
Champions
in
League.
Europe.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're here, we're playing against these big teams.
Yeah.
When the structure comes out, and you see they're playing, let's say, against contenders such as, let's say, even PSG. So PSG guys come into Villa Park, you'll be like, yo, this is huge for them, right?
Yeah, very much.
But the focus on that sort of things derives now the focus of the EPL.
Yeah.
I think for a team like that one, they need to know 2 things. One, the biggest benefit for them is being a top 10 contender.
Sorry.
Who?
I've remembered. Buendia,
yes.
Buendia, yeah. This guy, he did not feature a lot for them last season. Now he's back. He'll be like a new signing for them. So,
Never know.
Go
So
ahead.
I think they need to fight for top 10. They're a mid-table team for me. Aston Villa always been
Walai.
mid-table team. Villa Park.
Mazao kuna unahemu, bro.
Villa Park ni... Sisi ni Kasa. Villa Park ni... Unaitwa nini?
Kenya Police.
Hata si Kenya Police. Roraka. Yeah. Villa Park is always a mid-table team for me. However, the thing that I love about, and take you back to 2014-15 season when Leicester won. And you ask yourself, man.
15-16, sorry.
15-16?
Yes.
No.
15-16.
14-15. 12-13 was?
It's 15-16.
15-16.
Yeah, the next season, Nani akakuja. Pep akakuja na Chelsea wakabeba.
Okay.
You guys actually won it. No, Chelsea won it.
15-16 was Chelsea.
14-15 was Chelsea. 13-14 was yours, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
So City, Chelsea, Leicester,
yes,
Chelsea.
I remember that one. Chelsea then Dominion by Ascas and Liverpool again.
Yeah. So you feel like that's Villa getting Champions League last season?
I feel like this is the best I can ever get, number one. So number 4, if they really fight, maybe get a position in Europa next season.
Yeah.
I feel Unai has been given a good contract, which is solidifies his future with the team. And given the opportunity, he can actually build a team. But remember, again, this is a Premier League. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. We saw from Leicester coming down from being the lowest ranked team in the previous season to coming back to win the league within a season. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But my optimistic approach for them, I think they'll be distracted with too many competitions.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like they're ready. Honestly, I feel like Unai Emery is ready. This is his second stint in the Premier League.
Yes.
And now he's gotten a team that is actually in the Champions League.
Don't you think he has a chip on his shoulder? He has something to prove.
Who, Unai?
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah.
Because of how he performed at Arsenal.
But don't you think that's going to be the distraction?
I think that's going to be his motivation.
Not his undoing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like they might do well. But it remains to be seen, like how they'll, juggle with the Champions League. Because like you said, you've seen Newcastle have this swashbuckling performance, getting all the top 4, getting the Champions League, and then boom, just going down. But I feel like Unai Emery has more experience. I feel like he'll have a bit more depth. I know they've sold Douglas Luiz, who's fantastic. But
even Callum Chambers, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, who's Chambers?
Yeah.
Chambers. So I feel like for that reason, maybe they might do better, but I'm still waiting to see. I feel like they might have a better season than Man United, to be honest.
Ooh.
Walai. So, yeah.
That's a big bet.
Yeah, honestly. I feel like they might have a better season for... They have signed solidly. Unless now, somewhere down the line, they sell Joaquin Watkins.
Yeah.
That's a different story. Well, I know they have sold Moussa Diaby. That's stupid.
He was a great player for them.
I don't know
Great player for them.
How do you decide to go to Saudi, bro? And you just... That one season in the Premier League.
It's money, man. It's money.
Really?
Give me my money.
Come on, bro. Uko Champions League, sasa. How do you even get to the French squad?
Dude, first of all, Champions League is going to play only 3 games? There's no way.
See, what
Aston Villa
group
gonna go
stages?
nini. I'm not going to go past group stages.
kidding?
Stages ni game sita, si ndio? Tatu away, tatu home.
No, sasa watu watacheza different.
Hii kitu wanachezaje sasa? Hii Champions League wanachezaje? Si ni leo wanafanya sijui league.
Yeah, so each team will play 4 home games and 4 away games.
So you get like at least 8 teams and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. But if you look at someone like Diaby, man, he was an amazing player for the team.
Yeah.
He really helped with the season last season.
Yeah, he had
him
a
secure
fantastic
the position and
performance.
everything.
Yeah.
And you look at it and say, my guy, maybe he's have this time, possibly.
Yes.
But again, maybe he left a bit prematurely.
I think so, to be honest.
I think he's working hard for your fruits, but don't get to eat the fruits, man. Yeah.
Why would you do that? Okay, the money maybe is insane.
But again, maybe my prediction is going to be right for next season. Maybe it's not going to be so hot. And maybe look at it and say, well, I'm still hot and I'm the talk of town.
Nichomoke around here.
I can negotiate a better deal now while I still get some clout to offer.
All right. Lastly, one team I absolutely love to hit. It's a small team, though. I don't know why I waste my energy on a small team.
Let me ask you the famous question Arsenal guys always ask. What do you think of Tottenham?
Shit.
What do you think of shit?
Tottenham. And there's something else they had on top of that, which I don't know what it is. But yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. See, he used to be an Arsenal fan. He knows
I wasn't there.
All right. So these Jabronis, they have signed Dominic Solanke, Juicy too, for
Yes, they have.
whooping 65 milli. Club
Bournemouth,
record. Yeah, from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Before then, they had signed Archie Gray from Leeds United. And some other guy there, I can't recall.
Yeah. Lucas Bagwell.
Yes, Juali Mokota happy huyo. What do you think about them?
So, of course, as you know, one of the things that becomes important for Tottenham is they've never recovered from hurricane leaving.
Ever.
Yes. So, Solanke comes and fills a void, right?
Yes.
One, of course, he's been...
But they had Richarlison, who
has not performed.
Yes.
And Richarlison is more of a winger than a number 9. In my opinion, he's more of a winger than a number 9. You see how he even used to play even at Everton before, because they had Callum Wilson there and everything, right? And so you look at someone like Solanke coming on board.
Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
That one is at Newcastle. I'm mixing up my teams.
Yes.
So you look at someone like Solanke coming on board.
Yeah.
Does a couple of things. One, gives them a proper number 9.
Straight.
To actually come and claim a position.
Yeah.
You look at Captain Sonny. Had to play a very, very pivotal position last year.
Yeah.
And actually go forward quite more.
Yeah, and he scored a lot, by the way.
He did, bro. But he had so much fatigue.
Yeah.
I think there's player fatigue that actually came with it. And I look at it and say, let's do something different.
Sure.
You look at a team such as Tottenham, didn't perform to the level that they'd hoped to get last season.
For sure.
Right? Of course, your main guy is out and everything. But now is an opportunity to actually say, okay, are we playing Champions League or not?
Yes.
Are we playing in the Premiership? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
What can we do with the team that we have? So actually, my blind prediction, let me say my dark horse prediction, Tottenham making it in top 4 this season.
So United does not make it then?
No. They do.
How are they making it?
So I'll tell you who the other top 2 teams are.
Because if you're moving in the direction I'm thinking you're moving,
there's someone who's going to miss out. You know those things for Tyra Banks, when you see 3 models and says, in my hand, there's only 1 envelope. One will get it, the other 2 can go home. I'll let you know.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. But yeah, Solanke may be most likely to bang for them. I mean, he was banging for fun, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So he's in a better team now. Guys who can create better than Bournemouth. Solid signing, I think.
Correct.
Fuck Richarlison. Archie Gray might do well. We don't know much about that, but he had a swashbuckling performance at Leeds United, but that's championship. Yep. There's a dude they call Jude Spence or something. Like, I forget the actual name, but it's Spence. Right back. So I'm looking at that team. I'm like, so the wingers are satisfied. The wings are satisfied because you have Son and you could say Kulusevski.
Yep.
You still have Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson is there.
Very quick guy. Now striker Simenda.
Yes.
Yo kuna Solanke. Number 10 kuna Madison. Correct. If he stays injury free, because that's always his biggest weakness. Correct. He can cook. I don't know about their defensive midfield.
Yes.
That's an issue. But at the back, they have Dragusin, who I think plays for, is it Romania, if I'm not wrong? And they have Romero, who plays for Argentina, World Cup winner.
And Romero, numerous red cards and everything, but of course.
Right back, they have Pedro Porro.
Coming good.
One of the best. But they should have him for FPL.
Coming good.
They have Udogi, left back, and they have Vicaria. Yeah. I'm a Vicario.
Emerson Royal just left.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Lawton's look like Amanda. That dude looks like Lawton.
They call him.
Hey, Amanda Abi? Milan. AC Milan. Wow, okay.
Yeah, they've taken him on board. You have Emil Højbjerg.
Hey, Højbjerg has left.
Yes, left. He's gone to Marseille. You have, what do you call this guy? Eric Dyer, remember? He's now fully banned.
Yeah, which makes me wonder, if they bought Eric Dyer, who was crap, in my opinion, went to Bayern, and he played more minutes than Delete, what does that say of Matthias Delete?
Now, what does that say about the person who wants to buy him? Is he getting ripped off? Or is it actually seeing a secret seller you don't see?
Yeah, exactly. I would love to know. So, yeah.
So when you underprice something, you're like, hii watu waoni hii kamera kuja kando
kuficha lakini super quality.
Tanganga left, of course.
Oh yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah, kuna time alikuwa anakaa ni kama time ya Mourinho.
Tanganga came during Mourinho's time. If you watch the documentary All or Nothing, he's mentioned prolifically there.
Yeah, he
had a good start. But then it dipped.
Yeah.
It dipped, so wasn't able to sustain it.
Yeah.
Ndombele left as well.
Oh yeah, that one was weird. How it did not work out. Yeah.
Cesar John has left. He's gone to Fulham. So he's also joined Smith Rowe in Fulham. So Fulham is actually going to have a dynamic team as well.
Yeah.
But the key thing also, I think Tottenham has always been that kind of team for work with what you have and also promote from the academy.
From within.
Yes. So they really bank on a lot of academy players coming on board. And as much as they have nothing to fight for in terms of Europe glory, I think one of the things that I really look back for a team like that one is assuming, one, they have bank on the leadership of the captain, Sonny, and he's a very different kind of leader. He's a more empathetic kind of guy. He'll lead from the front, but also he's more encompassing in that sort of situation. He reminds a bit of De Bruyne as well.
All right.
But also, people who have been with the team will always come and tell you, do they have an agenda that they're fighting for? May not always have an agenda. I think Tottenham play football for the sake of playing football. You have to be here. They're not going to be relegated. They're not going to be win. But every once in a while, Tottenham does that casting. But yeah, the day when they made it to the Champions League final.
Final.
How?
I was scared. As fuck.
This is dude, and they defeated us in the semis.
Oh yeah, they knocked you guys out.
Did in one of the best games in football history.
Wallahi.
But you look back and you're like, this guy could actually have it within. And so that's why I say they always look back as a dark horse for me.
Yeah.
They could always have that thing for like, you around them. It's kind of like Spain. Young team, maybe nothing.
Yeah.
Make it to the finals. You never know.
Yeah. So dark horse for you?
Dark horse for me, yeah.
I like that they are dark. Yeah,
The diversity higher.
All right. So, look, let's get to the gist of this conversation. I'm sorry to make competition around the bush for like an hour and something because I just wanted you to come and give me a top 4 predictions, basically.
Yes.
So tell me who's winning the league and why Arsenal.
Okay, so I'll let you know one thing. One, Arsenal comes close, but no cigar.
So let's do ascending. All right. Let's start off with the bottom 3.
So you want to do Europe? So Champions League?
No, let's do the 3 that we go down.
Oh, okay.
And then...
Or relegation, okay.
Yeah, and then you give me 4, 3, 2, 1. And why Arsenal is top.
Dude, man, for everyone who's going to go down, the words of Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Let me hold you. Ipswich is going to go down.
We all know this is very premature, but we still do it.
I don't think they have the pedigree. They've not been in the league for a period of time or other things. I don't think they have the pedigree. I think Southampton has learned its lesson. They're going to come back and do really well. You know how people say kuna Mungu ya Larry Mado? Now kuna Mungu wa Everton. Everton wamepondea every season.
Wallahi. Like how many seasons now?
But I think like 2 or 3 seasons. I mean, reduction of points, all those things. Wallahi be lie. This one, I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. I actually think Everton's going to go.
Yeah.
This is going to go.
Get ready.
Number 2. Number 3. I'll struggle with this one. It made me sad, but it's true. I think Leicester might go back.
Goddamn.
Yeah. I think Leicester might go back.
Really?
If not Leicester, Brentford?
Brentford.
Actually, no.
Thomas Frank.
Actually, no. Brighton.
No way.
De Zerbi was a guy. I felt De Zerbi was the one who held the team.
No, come on, man.
I feel De Zerbi held the team.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Actually, so Ipswich for sure. What's that? Ipswich, Everton. So between Leicester and Brighton, one of them is going to go down. De Zerbi held that team. Trust me on this one.
Wow. Why? I think you're wrong with the Brighton one. I'll
Tell
say
me
straight
yours.
up. Very premature, but I'm going to go with... There's some, like you're saying, there's some guys who are just surviving every other season. I feel it's time they'd go down. Nottingham Forest.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Nottingham still have who? Odoi?
yeah, they have Odoi.
They have Origi or guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have Elanga.
I mean, I think they'll survive.
They survive a lot.
They got some deductions this season. They did.
Yeah, they got deducted points.
And survived the hangman's noose, Yeah.
So Ipswich, I feel they play very open football.
Yeah.
If they do that in the Premier League, they're in trouble. They're giving me Burnley vibes.
I'm going to say the same
Yeah,
thing.
they're giving me Burnley vibes. So Ipswich, Nottingham Forest. I want to say Everton because they might start the league by getting docked points. But I feel like they might just do it. So I'm going to go for Southampton.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think they've learned a lesson?
No. I think they have learned, but they're still not good enough. Yeah. So Southampton for me to go down, Ipswich, and Nottingham Forest.
I think a message and a lesson to all promoted teams. What gets you there, it's not what's going to keep you.
Absolutely. You better
The
change.
gameplay for the championship is not, it's child's play for the premiership.
You better adapt or ship out. Yeah. All right. So those are the bottom 3.
All right.
Top 4.
So let me say top 4 because I know I'll tell you who's going to go to Europe. Europe.
Yeah.
Europe and
No, we don't care about Europe. I think. Yeah. I mean, we are the Champions
top
League
4
material.
ascending order, right?
Yes.
All right.
Number 4.
Tottenham.
Number 3.
United.
Number 2.
Give it to my boys, the Gunners.
Number 1.
Man City.
Man City. What happens to Liverpool, bro?
Liverpool's going to play in Europa.
No way.
If they try their best. I said with a new coach, I think they'll take time to rebuild. And it's not going to be the season for them to do well in Europe.
Bold.
Yeah.
So 4 is Spurs, United, Arsenal, and City.
Yes.
You'll win it 5 times in a row.
Bank, get your money right, man.
Delusions.
Guys, listen, you can put your bet before the game starts. Season starts. I'm not
Delusions.
here to promote any betting company.
Yeah.
But go to England, they have best rates.
Yeah.
My guy, trust me.
Delusions of grandeur, I swear down. There's no way you're winning 5 in a
It
row.
says the Lulu is a what? The
Wait,
Lulu.
yeah, they do say that. You also want the community shield, which I understand
Yes, there's that myth.
is
You
a
win the
cheat.
community shield,
You don't win the
win
league. Only 1 in 13 has done it.
Yes. The last time you won it, I think, was maybe 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, in 2019.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that for me.
Yes.
Number 4,
Surprised me.
Villa.
No way in God's green earth.
So down.
No way.
Walai.
No way.
Walai.
Unasema rudia ni time to lose. Uh-huh.
Number 3, Liverpool. I think they'll maintain, bro.
Guys, wait for this. The Dululu. It's called the Dululu.
There we go. Now, I don't think there'll be a much shift in the top 4, to be honest. Just
Yeah.
number 1 and 2.
A switch.
Yeah, Kidogo slightly like
I'll wait
this.
for the Dululu for number 2. Uh-huh.
Number 2,
Yeah.
these guys, if they not have been relegated by then, I think they'll finish second. I'm talking Manchester City,
Uh-huh.
your team.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, I think Arsenal are going to win it. That time lucky. That time of asking, bang, we're going to bug it.
We'll do the thing.
Yeah. So I think Arsenal win the league.
Do you think it's going to be a great point difference between the two of us?
No,
Down to the wire?
not really.
Really,
I
eh?
think we'll win it in game week 37.
Okay.
Look, we might actually be very dangerous. We might win it unbeaten, but I don't want to go there.
No, don't risk it. Don't jinx it. We lost 3 matches last season, eh?
Yeah?
Last year we lost 3 matches. I can't remember the team. I remember we lost 3 matches. And
You know why I'm saying that? Because last season we didn't lose to any top 6 team.
correct.
We lost to small teams.
Correct.
West Ham, Fulham, Villa.
Yes.
We're beating West Ham for sure to pulp. Shall beat Fulham to pulp. Shall beat Aston Villa. I
I
can't say to
cannot
pulp.
wait for Emil Smith Rowe to score 2 goals against Arsenal.
Look, if he scores 2 and he scores 5, I'm easy.
No. 2-0.
2-0.
Bro, if he scores 2 goals against you guys and just like, I can't celebrate.
All right.
How many does they call Palmer for? Some user.
Hey, aye. All right. So that's our prediction. He thinks Manchester City are going to win the league again 5 times in a row. I say he's deluded.
I'll tell you for a fact, man. Put your money where it's safe and guaranteed. Man City winning the league 24-25 season. Trust me on this.
All right. I say Arsenal are going to win the league. That's not delusion.
You think so?
That's not.
Well, man.
That's a fact.
Biggie said
Most people have money on us
It
winning.
was all a dream, man. It was all a dream. It was all a dream, man.
All right. So that has been that. We've talked about so much. Top 4 predictions, preseason, Olympics. Oh, Olympics. Did you know there was a breakdancing competition, bro?
Dude, and did you say the Australian chick who went for it?
Yeah.
Like,
She
what
was shitty.
culture is that, man?
She was bad.
That was funny, man. But the thing that I loved about, there's 32 sports in the Olympic Games. There's one which is water dancing, like a water dancing kind of thing. Did you see it?
What?
Yes, Teto did it for
Oh, like the
Michael
one that-
Jackson's Smooth Criminal.
Oh.
So you
Like a group.
you synchronize your dancing.
Oh, yeah.
You do it underwater. They rush someone in.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one.
Teto did it amazingly, and they were number 4. I was like, what?
Who won it
I
then?
can't even know, Bana.
Yeah. So it's been crazy. All right. Thanks, bro, for coming through.
Thanks for having me. Always,
Always a
man.
pleasure. I hope we're going to do this again. This time around, this one is going to get out.
Listen, man, it's going to be an
Yeah.
amazing season. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it. Of course, everyone knows the league starts on 16th of
Yeah,
February.
absolutely.
Of 16th of August, rather, this year.
Yeah.
38 games.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much to talk about.
Yo.
So much drama.
Yeah.
We never get disappointed in the Premier League and
Yes.
football generally.
Yeah.
And above all, man, we have so much cups to talk about, man. It's going to be the first time we're doing a different type of Champions League, right?
Yeah.
So there's so much to see how what's going to come out of it. And
Very much.
person who wins this Champions League actually calls dibs, man. They actually formatted this thing well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't wait for us not to win it because we have never wanted the previous format.
I mean, things never change, man.
We need to change that very fast. All right. Big up. Catch you on the next one. Don't forget to always subscribe on our channel, Football Digest KE. You can also check us across all social media platforms, Football Digest KE. Bang.